It's late and you're here. Maybe it's been a few days now, maybe a week, maybe two, maybe you haven't fully stopped yet, maybe you're trying, and tonight is one of the nights you're trying through. Either way, you count. Either way, this is for you. You don't have to explain anything. You don't have to justify why you stopped, or why you want to, or how many times you've tried before. All of that is yours, and none of it is needed here. What's needed here is much simpler. You're tired. It's late. And sleep, the thing that used to arrive so easily, so reliably, the moment you wanted it, isn't arriving the way it used to. So let's just start there, with the truth of it. The nights are the hard part right now. Not because anything is wrong with you, not because you're weak or broken or doing it wrong. The nights are hard because your body is recalibrating, and recalibration takes time, and it happens mostly in the dark, at exactly the hour when there's nothing to distract you from it. That's all this is. Chemistry doing what chemistry does, and you lying here riding it out. Maybe earlier tonight, or last night, or the night before, you found yourself typing something into a search bar. Can't sleep after quitting weed. Quitting weed insomnia. Weird dreams after quitting weed. Why can't I sleep without smoking? 3 a.m. searches, thumb typed in the dark, half hoping someone out there had an answer. If that was you, you're in the right place. And you should know you are very, very far from the only one awake with this, tonight, right now. There are more people lying in the dark with this exact experience than you would ever guess. It has a shape, it has a timeline, it ends. Before we go any further, let me say one small thing gently, and then we'll set it down. What you're hearing tonight is support for rest, a voice to keep you company while your body does its work. It isn't medical advice, and it isn't treatment. And if the quitting itself ever feels unmanageable, if it's heavier than you can carry, or if there are other substances tangled up in it, reaching out for professional support is a strong move, not a weak one, and it works. People are helped by it every day. That's all. Said once, and now we can let it go and get on with the real business of tonight. The real business of tonight is rest. Not perfect sleep, not 8 unbroken hours, just rest, the body heavy, the mind slowing, the night doing what the night does. If sleep comes, wonderful. If it comes and goes, that's fine too. Even lying still in the dark with your eyes closed, breathing slowly, listening to a calm voice, your body is recovering. Nothing about tonight is wasted. There is no way to fail at this. So settle in wherever you are. Let the phone rest face down or the screen go dark. You won't need to look at anything. Everything from here on happens with your eyes closed. And while you settle, let me tell you what's actually going on. Because I think part of what keeps people awake on these nights isn't just the chemistry, it's the not knowing. Lying there wondering, did I break something? Is this permanent? Is this just how I sleep now? And the honest answer to all of those questions is no, and the honest explanation is worth hearing slowly in plain language. For a long time, your body had help falling asleep. Every night or most nights, something arrived from outside, THC, and it did a job. It quieted things down. It carried you over the edge into sleep, night after night, reliably enough that you probably stopped thinking about it. It became just how sleep happened. And here's the thing about the body. The body is efficient. When something else is doing a job, the body stops doing that job itself. Why keep the machinery running when the work is being handled? So over months, over years, your body's own sleep machinery, the systems that make you drowsy, that ease you down, that carry you through the night, those systems got quiet. Not gone, never gone, just quiet, idle, leaning on the crutch, because the crutch was always there. And then the crutch went away. That's what happened a few days or a few weeks ago. You took the crutch away, and your body, your patient, efficient, slightly stubborn body, is now waking its own machinery back up, dusting it off. remembering how to do the job itself. And while it remembers, sleep is rough. That's the whole story. That's everything that's happening to you at night right now, not damage, not a broken switch, a workshop coming slowly back to life. It helps, I think, to know the honest shape of it. Not a promise, nobody can promise you a date, and I won't, but the shape that most people's experience takes. For most people, the first 2 weeks are the worst of it. That's usually where the hardest nights live, the long stretches of lying awake, the light and broken sleep, the strange, intense dreams we'll talk about in a moment. If you're inside those first 2 weeks right now, then you're in the steepest part of the climb, and it is genuinely, honestly steep, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. But steep also means it doesn't stay this way. The curve bends. And on average, for most people somewhere around the 6-week mark, the nights come back. Sleep starts arriving on its own again. The body's own machinery, fully awake now, fully back on the job, doing what it did for all the years before the crutch. Some people get there faster. Some take a little longer, and taking longer is still the curve, not failure. There's no deadline on this. There's just a direction, and the direction is towards sleep. I want you to hold that number the right way because it can be held wrong. 6 weeks is not a sentence. It's not how broken am I, it's a healing curve. The same way a bone knits, the way a bruise fades, on its own schedule, invisibly, whether or not you watch it. You don't have to do anything to make the curve happen. It's happening right now, tonight, while you lie here. Your only job is to rest while it works. And that means something quietly powerful about tonight. Whatever kind of night this turns out to be, whether sleep comes quickly or slowly or in pieces, this night counts. Every rough night is a night further along the curve. You can't have a wasted night during this stretch. Even the hard ones move you forward. Especially the hard ones, maybe, because the hard ones are the machinery working hardest to wake back up. So if you find your mind starting its old worry tonight, the "it's late and I'm still awake" spiral, the "what if I never sleep normally again" spiral, you can answer it gently with the truth. This is the curve. This is what recalibration feels like from the inside. It's temporary. It's already ending slowly, night by night, including this one. Let that settle for a moment. There's no rush. We have the whole night. Now, let's talk about the dreams. Because if you've been having them, the vivid ones, the intense ones, the ones that feel more real than dreams have felt in years, you're not imagining that, and you're not alone in it, and there is a clear, honest reason for it. And the reason, once you hear it, might change how you feel about closing your eyes tonight. Here's what was happening all those years. THC doesn't just help you fall asleep, it changes the sleep itself. Specifically, it turns down one particular stage of sleep, the dreaming stage. REM sleep, it's called, the part of the night where the brain lights up and dreams. While you were using that channel was turned down low, way down, which is why if you think back, you may have gone months, years, even barely remembering a dream at all. Nights were just blank, lights out, lights on. Nothing in between that you could recall. The dreaming didn't stop mattering though. The brain wants that stage, needs it, keeps careful track of it. And when it doesn't get its full share, night after night, year after year, it keeps a kind of quiet ledger. A dream debt, you could call it. And now you've stopped, and the brain, finally free to run its own night again, is turning the dream channel back up. Not just back to normal, louder than normal for a while. It's repaying the debt, catching up on years of dreaming it didn't get to do. That's why the dreams have come roaring back, vivid, intense, strange, sometimes emotional, sometimes exhausting. For most people, this is strongest somewhere around the 2nd week, and then it eases gradually as the debt gets paid down. So here is the sentence I most want you to keep from tonight. Keep it somewhere you can reach it at 3 in the morning, when you've just surfaced from something wild and your heart is going and the room is dark. The wild dreams are a sign of recovery, not a symptom of damage. Say it to yourself if you need to. Nothing is wrong. This is the healing visible. Your dreaming brain, quiet for so long, is back, and it's making up for lost time. Every intense dream is your brain doing repair work it has genuinely been waiting years to do. You are watching yourself heal in real time every single night. Most people never get to see their own recovery this clearly. You do. It just happens to look like strange dreams. And there's one more thing about these nights. A door I want to show you. You don't have to walk through it, just know it's there. The state your brain is in right now, this loud, vivid, intense REM, is, as it happens, exactly the state that some people spend months trying to reach on purpose. There's a whole quiet world of people who practice for this. Lucid dreamers, they're called. People who want their dreams bright and vivid and memorable, because that's where something remarkable becomes possible, noticing, from inside a dream, that it is a dream. You've been handed those conditions for free. The rebound that feels like a side effect is, from another angle, a gift, the exact whether that awareness inside a dream needs. So here's the soft invitation, and it is only an invitation. If some night soon you find yourself inside one of these vivid dreams, and some small part of you notices, quietly, calmly, this is a dream, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to control it or steer it or wake up. You can simply look around. Notice how detailed it all is. Notice that your brain built every bit of it. Stay as long as it lasts. That's all. No practice required, no technique, no assignment. It may happen, it may not, either is fine. But it means these strange nights can become interesting instead of frightening. The dreams stopped being something happening to you and became something that's yours, something the quiet nights gave back. Hold that loosely, and now let it all go. The explanations are done. You have everything you need to understand tonight. The curve is real, the dreams are healing, nothing is broken, and every hour of rest counts. From here on, there's nothing more to learn and nothing to do. From here on, we're just going down. Let's begin with the breath, not changing it yet, just finding it. Somewhere in your body, right now, breath is already happening. It's been happening all day without your help, and it will keep happening all night without your help. Just notice where you feel it most. Maybe the nose, cool on the way in. Maybe the chest, rising and falling. Maybe low in the belly, a slow swell and release. Wherever it is, let your attention rest there lightly, the way a leaf rests on water. Nothing to fix, just watching. And now gently, without forcing anything, let the exhale get a little longer. Breathe in, easy and unhurried, and breathe out slowly, letting the out-breath stretch just a bit past the in-breath. In and a long, slow out, that's all. Here's why, and then I'll stop explaining things for the night. A long exhale is the body's own built-in signal to stand down. When the out-breath is longer than the in-breath, the nervous system reads it as safety, as no emergency here, and it begins, on its own, to lower everything. Heart rate, muscle tone, vigilance. You're not making yourself relax. You're just sending the signal and letting the body answer. So in, easy. And out, long and slow and unhurried, all the way to the soft, empty pause at the bottom. And again, in, no effort, the breath knows how. And out, longer than the in, like a slow tide going out. Each exhale, the signal. Each exhale, the body answering a little more. There's no counting to do, no rhythm to maintain. If your attention drifts away from the breath, and it will, that's what attention does, you haven't lost anything. The breath keeps going without you. Whenever you notice you've drifted, just settle back onto the exhale, the long, slow out-breath, like setting your hand back on a railing in the dark. In and slowly out. Good, let the breath carry on like that, In the background, soft, unforced, the exhales long while we turn to the body. Because the body has been carrying today, it's been carrying this whole stretch, honestly, the days and the nights of it, and now, finally, it doesn't have to carry anything at all. The bed is doing the carrying now. Every part of you that lets go is caught completely by the mattress underneath. Nothing about you needs to be held up anymore. So we'll go through it slowly, region by region, not tensing, not doing anything really. Just visiting each part of the body and giving it the same simple permission. You can be heavy now. Start with the feet. Down at the far end of the bed, your feet have been on duty all day, standing, walking, holding you upright against the ground. Now they're off duty. Let them be exactly where they are, exactly how they landed, and let them get heavy. Feel the heels pressing down into the mattress with their small weight. Feel the warmth where they touch. Nothing for the feet to do until morning, so let them switch off, like a light in a room no one's using. Heavy, warm, done for the day. And let that heaviness rise, slow as honey, into the ankles, the calves, the shins. The lower legs, letting go of their long day. Feel how the mattress presses up to meet them, holding every ounce, asking nothing. The calves softening, the muscles there, walking muscles, standing muscles, going loose and long and quiet. There's no hurry with any of this. If your mind wanders off to something else while we do this, that's fine, the body keeps softening anyway. This works even half-heard, especially half-heard. The knees now and the long muscles of the thighs. These are big muscles and they hold more of the day than you'd think. Let them go. Let the thighs roll to wherever they naturally rest and get heavy there, heavier than usual, heavier than seems reasonable, sinking down into the bed like stones, settling into soft sand. And the hips are the whole heavy cradle of the pelvis, the deep center of the body's weight. Let it sink. Feel how much of you rests right there and how completely the bed accepts it. Nothing to hold, nothing to brace. The hips releasing, and with them, something in the lower back releasing too, that small, constant, invisible effort you've been making without knowing it, gone. And notice, wherever the body has let go, there's warmth. Warmth gathering where the weight is. The feet warm, the legs warm, the hips warm and heavy in the dark. The blanket holding it all in, a soft pocket of warmth in a cool room, and you at the center of it, going down slowly. The breath still moving on its own, in, easy and out, long and slow. And the curve still working right now, in this exact minute. You don't feel it, but it's there, the machinery waking, the debt being paid, the nights on their slow way back to you. Tonight is one more night further along. That's already true. It was true the moment you lay down. Let the belly be next, the soft rise and fall of it. No holding in, no posture, nobody watching. Let the belly be round and slow and animal, moving only with the breath. Each exhale, it settles a little lower. Each exhale, the signal again, stand down, stand down. And above the belly, the chest, the ribs, the whole quiet architecture of the breath. You don't have to do anything with the chest. It's been breathing for you all day, all your life, without a single instruction. Let it keep doing that. Just notice it, the way you'd notice rain on a roof is something happening on its own, steady, nothing to do with effort. The ribs lifting a little and settling, lifting a little and settling lower. Each time they settle into a body that's heavier than it was a minute ago. The chest softening around the breath, the way water softens around a slow-moving hand. There might still be some tightness there. There often is on nights like this, a faint band of holding across the chest, the residue of lying awake, of wondering, of the last few hard nights stacking up. You don't have to force it open, just breathe near it. Let the long exhale pass through that tightness like warm water over cold hands, not scrubbing it away, just warming it, loosening it a little each time. Out slow and the band eases a fraction. Out slow and a fraction more. That's all it needs, warmth and time, which is, you might notice, all any of this needs. Now the back, the whole long length of it, from the base of the spine to the base of the skull, lying against the mattress right now. So much of the day happens in the back, all that upright, all that holding the body's tower against gravity, hour after hour, mostly unnoticed. And now gravity has changed sides. Now gravity is on your side. It isn't something to fight anymore, it's the thing pulling you down into rest, and the mattress is the thing catching you. Let the back spread. Let it widen against the bed, every vertebra giving up its little portion of the day's holding, one by one, in no particular order, in no particular hurry. The lower back, the middle back, behind the heart is the upper back, between the shoulder blades, where so much of the tension of thinking seems to live. Let it all melt backward and down. And the shoulders are the shoulders. If the day has a home in the body, it's here. Everything you carried today and everything you've been carrying these past nights, the wondering, the watching, the clock, the quiet worry about whether tonight will be another one, some of it is sitting right there in the shoulders, holding them a half-inch higher than they need to be. You don't need them tonight. Nothing left to carry. Let them fall. Not pushed down, just released, like setting down two bags you forgot you were holding. Feel them drop away from the ears, spread wide, settle into the mattress. Heavy, wider than before, done. And from the shoulders, let the letting go pour down the arms, slow, like something thick and warm moving downhill. The upper arms going loose against the bed. The elbows wherever they've landed exactly right. The forearms heavy, the wrists, and then the hands. Let the hands open or stay curled, whatever they're already doing, just let them stop being hands for a while. No gripping, no reaching, no phone, no doing. Feel the small weight of each finger. Feel the warmth in the palms. The hands are often the last part of us to believe the day is over, so tell them gently by letting them go soft. Nothing to hold until morning. Nothing to hold. The breath keeps moving through all of this, low and slow. In, easy, and out, long. And every long exhale is still saying the same thing to the deep old systems of the body. It's safe now, stand down, you can stand down. Up into the neck, now the throat. Let the neck give its weight to the pillow completely. The pillow can hold the whole weight of the head, that's its only job, and it's good at it, so the neck doesn't have to hold anything at all. Feel the muscles along the sides of the neck lengthen and soften. Feel the throat easy and open, just air moving through, quiet as a sleeping house. And the jaw holds more than almost anywhere else, so all the unsaid things, all the effort of the day, clenched away in two small hinges. Let the teeth come apart just slightly inside a closed mouth. Let the tongue lie loose, resting wherever it rests, thick and lazy. Let the whole lower half of the face go slack, the way a face goes when someone is deeply asleep, because that's where the face is headed anyway. You're just letting it go on ahead. Cheeks soft. The eyes, let the eyes be heavy in their own darkness. Not squeezed shut, just closed lightly, the way a book falls closed when no one's reading it. Behind the lids, nothing to look at, nothing to look for. Let the small muscles around the eyes unknot. They've been focusing all day, and there is nothing left tonight worth focusing on. Even these words don't need focus. Let them blur. Let them be sound, mostly a low voice somewhere in the dark, saying things that don't need to be followed. The forehead smoothing, whatever was written there today fading out. The scalp loosening its thin, unnoticed grip. Even the ears letting sound come and go without reaching for it. And there you are, the whole body visited one region at a time, and everywhere the visit went, the same three things were left behind. Heavy, warm, held, feet to forehead, heavy, warm, held, the mattress carrying all of it, the blanket keeping the warmth in, the night around the house, doing what nights do, and you, in the middle of it, sinking by slow degrees. You don't have to stay with me perfectly through any of this. I'll say that again because it matters. You don't have to stay with me. If the mind drifts, let it drift. If whole minutes of this voice go by unheard, that's not failure, that's the beginning of sleep doing its work. This voice will keep going for a while either way, saying soft things, requiring nothing. Think of it as a hand on the shoulder of the night, there whether or not you're paying attention. And while the body rests here, heavy in the dark, let me come back, just briefly, just gently, to what's true underneath tonight. Because it's still true, and it's worth hearing again with the body this soft. The machinery is waking up. The body's own sleep machinery, the one that got quiet all that time something else was doing the job. It isn't gone. It was never gone. It's been coming back online night by night, and it doesn't need you to do anything to help it. No technique, no effort, no perfect night. It only needs time, and time is the one thing that passes on its own. Every hour you lie here, even the awake ones, even the frustrating, ceiling-staring ones, the recalibration continues underneath. You could get this wrong in every way you can imagine, and the curve would still carry you. That's the kind of process this is. It doesn't grade you, it just proceeds. So if sleep is slow to come tonight, let it be slow. Lying here warm and heavy with the eyes closed is already rest. Real rest, the kind the body can use. The old pressure, I have to fall asleep now, you can set that down with the shoulders and the jaw. Sleep is shy. It comes when it stops being demanded. Your only job, if there is one, is to be exactly this comfortable and let the night make its own decision about the timing. It will. It always does, eventually. Tonight or later tonight, it will. And if a dream comes, let's speak softly about that one more time now that you're this far down. If a dream comes tonight, and it's vivid, more vivid than dreams used to be, strange, intense, maybe unsettling, you already know what it is. It's the dream channel turned back up, the debt being repaid, the dreaming brain doing precisely the healing it's supposed to do, on precisely the schedule bodies keep. Nothing in it is a warning, nothing in it is damage. It's the opposite of damage. It's repair happening where you can see it. Most people find the intensity crests and then eases week by week. So if tonight brings one of those dreams, you can meet it the way you'd meet weather, vivid, passing, not about you. You can just watch. You don't owe a dream anything. It rises, it does its strange work, it goes. And if somewhere in there, some small part of you notices, quietly from inside, this is a dream, then something a little remarkable is available to you if you want it. You can look around, that's all. Not steer, not perform, not achieve anything, just look, the way you'd look around a room you've never been in. People spend a long time trying to arrive at exactly that moment, and these nights are handing it to you as a side effect of healing. You don't have to do anything with it tonight or ever. It's just there, a small strange gift the quiet nights left on the table. Take it or leave it. Either way, it's yours. And one more thing, tucked here where you might half hear it, if a dream wakes you later, if you surface suddenly at some dark hour with your heart going and the images still bright, you'll know what happened, and knowing changes everything. You surfaced from repair, that's all. Nothing is wrong. The room is the same room. The bed is the same bed, still warm where you are. You don't have to review the dream or interpret it or check the time, especially not the time. The hour doesn't matter, and the clock has nothing kind to say at that hour anyway. Just settle back into the heaviness. It'll still be there, the body remembers it fast. Find the long exhale again, out, slow, and let the night take you back down. Waking in the night isn't losing. It's just an intermission. Sleep comes back the same way it came the first time, by being allowed. There, everything worth saying tonight has been said now, in one form or another. So from here, we just get quieter together. The breath, come back to the breath, without doing anything to it. It's slower now than when we started, you may notice that, or you may not, but it is. In and out, long and unhurried, The exhale trailing off like the end of a sentence no one needed to finish. Each breath a wave, arriving and withdrawing, and you lying at the tide line, letting each one take a little more of the day out with it. The weight, still there, still growing, the way it does at the edge of sleep. The body pressing down, the bed pressing up, and where they meet, that long seam of contact from heels to head, warm all along its length. Sinking isn't something you're doing anymore. It's just something that's happening, slow as a leaf settling through still water, taking its time, in no danger of arriving anywhere too soon. Somewhere in the body, there may still be one small watchful place, a corner that stays on guard, that's been on guard these last nights, waiting to see if sleep will fail again. You don't have to argue with it. Just let it stand there a while longer. If it needs to, it'll get tired too. Guards always do, when night after night nothing comes. And it doesn't have to be off duty for you to sleep. People fall asleep past that watchfulness all the time, the way a tide comes in around a rock. The tide doesn't ask the rock, it just rises. The curve is working. Right now, in this minute, in the small dark of this room, the machinery warming, the debt being paid down. Tonight going onto the right side of the ledger, the way every night goes now, the easy ones and the hard ones, all of them counting, all of them further along. You don't have to feel it for it to be true. It's true the way growing is true, invisible up close, undeniable over weeks. And you're doing it the only way it can be done, lying down in the dark, breathing in and out, long. The bed holding everything, every ounce of you accounted for, nothing left up to you. Warmth where the weight is, weight where the warmth is, the two of them making that slow, closed circle the body reads as safe, and a body that reads safe stops watching the door. The thoughts will keep drifting past for a while, that's fine. Let them be traffic on a far road. You can hear it without following any single car. Where it's going is none of tonight's business. Thoughts about tomorrow, far road. Thoughts about the past nights, far road. Even thoughts about sleep itself, checking on it, wondering how close it is, let those be traffic too. Nothing needs you. Not one thing in the world needs you before morning. The face soft, the hands open, the breath low. Maybe the edges are blurring a little now, the border between the body and the bed getting harder to find, the way it does. The arms not entirely sure where they end. The weight so complete it stops feeling like weight and starts feeling like floating, held so evenly there's nothing left to hold against. That's the door. You don't have to walk through it. It's the kind of door that comes to you. If a dream comes, it's healing. You can just watch. If you drift, drift. If you're still here, that's fine too. The voice will stay soft either way, and the night is long enough for both of you. Out slow, the body settling one notch lower. Out slow, the night one shade deeper. There was a version of tonight where you lay here fighting, clock, sailing, worry, clock. This isn't that night. This is the other kind, the kind where the body gets to remember in its own wordless way how this is done. It knew before, it's remembering now. Each slow breath is a little of the remembering. Heavy in the legs, heavy in the hips and the long spread of the back. Heavy in the shoulders, the arms, the small weight of the fingers. The head resting its full weight, at last, on the pillow, nothing behind the forehead but slow dark. Warm under the blanket, warm where you touch the bed, warm in the middle of you where the breath keeps its small fire. And the night outside going on without needing anything from anyone, the same night that's covering everyone else who's awake with this right now, in other rooms, other beds, other towns, further along it and further behind it, all of them on the same curve you're on, none of them broken either. The exhale, again, longer than the inhale, softer than the last one. Stand down, stand down. The old signal, the one the body has answered since before you had words. It's answering now. You can feel it maybe at the bottom of each breath, that little extra give, that quarter-inch more of letting go that wasn't there a few minutes ago. Nothing to do now. Nothing to fix, nothing to earn, nothing to watch. Just the weight winning slowly, the way it's supposed to. Just the warmth pooling where the body meets the bed. Just the breath, rocking, small and even, a boat tied up for the night in still water, moving only as much as water moves when it's done for the day. And underneath all of it, quiet as roots, the healing going on, not because you willed it, but because that's what the body does the moment it's given room. You gave it room. That's the whole of what happened here, these hard nights. You gave it room, and it's using every hour of it, including this one. Let the next breath be nobody's business, but the body's. And the one after that. The room holds, the bed holds, the night holds. Somewhere the mind is still murmuring, maybe, smaller now, further off, a radio in another room with the volume going down on its own. You don't have to turn it off. It turns itself off. It's doing it now. Heavy, warm, held. The feet long gone into rest. The legs gone, the hips and back given over. The shoulders down, the hands open and empty and warm. The breath slower still, each exhale a little further from the last. The space is widening, the way footprints space out when someone stops hurrying. In small and easy. Out and the body drops another notch, soft as snow letting go of a branch. There's no place you're supposed to be but here, no hour you're supposed to reach. The night doesn't keep score and neither does the curve. It just carries the way rivers carry, whether or not anyone paddles. So stop paddling, you already have. Feel it, the current doing the work now, slow and dark and sure, moving you along toward the deep part where the dreams are, where the healing is, where the night knows the way and you don't have to. If you surface later, the current will still be there. If a dream flares bright, it's the mending. Let it burn its little while and pass. And if nothing happens at all, no dream, no drama, just dark, that's the night working too. Most of the mending is silent. Most of it you'll never see, only notice, some morning weeks from now, that you slept, and it was ordinary, and ordinary was the whole miracle. For now, just this. The warm dark. The slow breath. The weight complete. The mind going quiet the way a house goes quiet, one room at a time, one light at a time, nobody making it happen. The kitchen dark now, the hallway dark, the last lamp somewhere upstairs dimming on its own. And you, sinking under it, all held the whole way down. And the sinking is allowed to be slow. There's no bottom you have to reach tonight, no depth that counts as success. Just the direction. Down is enough. Down is all the body has ever needed to know at this hour, and it knows it the way water knows it, without effort, without deciding, just following the pull that was always there under everything else. Let the face soften now. It's the last place the day likes to live. The small muscles around the eyes, let them go slack. Let the eyes rest heavy in their own dark, not looking at anything, not even at the inside of the lids. There's nothing to see tonight, and that's a kind of gift, nothing to picture, nothing to follow, nothing to hold in place. Just the dark being dark, doing what dark does. The forehead smooth now, the way it goes smooth when no one is asking anything of it. The jaw unclenched. The teeth apart, the tongue loose from the roof of the mouth, resting low and soft. So much of the day gets carried in the jaw. Set it down, it's late. Whatever the jaw was holding, it can hold nothing for a while, and nothing is light. And the breath goes on beneath all of it, patient as a tide that never once, in your whole life, forgot to come back. In small, easy, taking only what it needs, out long and longer, spending itself completely all the way to the quiet at the end. That quiet at the end of the exhale, rest there a moment. You don't have to rush the next breath in. It comes on its own when it's ready, and there's a strange sweetness in that little pause. The body proving, over and over, that it can be trusted with this. It has always been trusted with this. Every night of your life, it breathed you through the dark, whether you noticed or not, and it will breathe you through this one, and the next, and all the ones after, while the mending goes on underneath like work being done in another room, softly, competently, by hands that know the job. Because that's what's true tonight. Under everything, the machinery is waking back up. Not with a jolt, nothing like that. The way a pilot light steadies, the way something old and reliable, left idle a long while, hums back into its rhythm one part at a time. It leaned on something else for a long time, and now it doesn't, and there was a while there, these nights, these hard ones, where it stood unsteady, remembering. It's remembering now. You can't feel the remembering directly, but you can feel what it makes. This heaviness that's real tonight in a way it maybe wasn't a week ago. This warmth that pools without being asked. That's the machinery, yours, coming back online in the dark, quiet as anything, while you do the only thing required of you, which is nothing, which is this. Heavy, warm, held. If sleep comes now mid-sentence, let it. Nothing here needs to be heard to the end. The words will go on for a while and then get sparse, and none of them are the important part. The important part is already happening, in the weight, in the breath, in the slow, dark hum of a body-given room. You can leave any time. There's no door to close behind you. Just let go of the thread whenever the thread lets go of you. And if sleep doesn't come yet, that's fine too, truly. Some nights on this curve, the body rests deep without crossing all the way over, and that rest counts. It counts more than the wide-awake mind wants to believe. Lying still, warm, breathing slow in the dark, the body banks nearly all of what it needs from that, even before sleep arrives. So there's no failure available to you here, no version of this night where you did it wrong. Awake and resting is resting. Drifting is resting. Asleep is resting. Every road out of this moment leads to the same place, and the body is already on all of them. The exhale again, longer than the inhale, softer than the last one, and at the bottom of it, that give a little more each time, like a knot loosening one patient pull at a time. Nobody's pulling hard, nobody has to. Knots that were tied over years don't need to be torn open, they need exactly this. The slow slack, the repeated gentleness, and they come apart on their own schedule, which is soon enough, which is now a little and a little more. Feel the bed again, not as a thing beneath you, but as the thing holding you, the way it's held you all along. The mattress has already taken the shape of this night. The pillow has already accepted the whole weight of the head, every ounce of it, the thoughts included. The blankets have already made their small warm country, and you're inside its borders, and nothing crosses those borders tonight but sleep. Whatever is outside the bed, the week, the counting of days, the wondering, it stays outside. It can wait on the far shore till morning. It always could. Things look different from the morning anyway, smaller, mostly. Almost everything is smaller in the morning. In and out, slow. In and further out, slower. The chest barely moving now, the belly rising soft, falling softer, the body breathing itself, which is what it always wanted to do. You were only ever borrowing the controls, and now you've handed them back, and the body flies this part better than the mind ever could. It's flown this route 10,000 times. It knows every mile of the descent. Trust the pilot. Close the little window. Let the engine's hum be the only thing, and even that fading. Maybe there's still a flicker of listening in you, a small sentry posted somewhere behind the eyes, half waiting for the dream, wondering if tonight it comes vivid again. Let the sentry sit down. If a dream comes, it needs no guard. It arrives as part of the mending, does its bright strange work, and moves on, weather not danger. You've watched weather before. From a window, warm, uninvolved rain doing what rain does, wind doing what wind does, none of it requiring anything from the one watching. Dreams tonight are that, weather in the skull, watched from a warm place, passing. And everyone that passes leaves the sky a little clearer behind it. That's not poetry, that's just what's happening. Each vivid night is the debt being paid down, and paid debts don't come back. And if somewhere in that weather, a small part of you looks around and thinks, oh, this is a dream, then that's yours to enjoy lightly, like finding a coin on a path you were walking anyway. Look around if you like, or don't. There's no task in it. Some people spend years knocking at that door, and here it is ajar, just because your nights are loud with mending right now. Take it or leave it. The sleep underneath is the real gift, and it's arriving either way. The shoulders once more, let them fall that last small distance. There's always a last small distance. Even now, even this deep, the body finds another sliver of holding it can release, and another under that. That's not a problem to solve, it's the pleasure of the descent, the way each step down finds a step below it, down through the warm layers, down past the last of the day's voltage, draining off harmless into the dark, down to where the breath lives when nobody's watching it. Slow, oceanic, older than worry. Nothing to do now, just the weight winning. Nothing to fix, it's fixing itself. Nothing to watch, even the watching, softening now, going loose at its edges like everything else. Somewhere in the dark, the night is doing its bookkeeping, and every column comes out in your favor. The hours you lie here, even the awake ones credited. The rest, shallow or deep, credited. The dreams, easy or wild, credited, all of them to the same account, the one that's been slowly filling since the night you stopped. You never see the deposits. You only get the morning statements, and they've been thin lately, I know, but they thicken. For most people, they thicken sooner than seems possible on the hard nights. And the hard nights are the deposits, this one included. This exact hour, this breath, this heaviness, going in, counted, kept. So let it be kept. You don't have to hold it. You don't have to hold anything. Holding was the day's job, and the day is over, filed away, done with you in the kindest sense, done asking. The night asks nothing. The night is the one part of the world that has never once asked you to perform, and it isn't starting now. It just takes the weight, all of it. The body's weight, the week's weight, the weight of wondering when. Hand over the wondering to, it weighs the most and matters the least. The answer to when is being written right now, in the dark, in a hand you'll read later, and it says soon in every language the body speaks. In soft, out long and gone. The spaces between the breaths, wide as fields now, nothing planted in them, nothing needed in them. Just space, the good kind, the kind sleep drifts across like fog finding low ground. Let yourself be low ground. Let everything settle into you the way cool air settles. No effort, just the natural pooling of quiet in the lowest, stillest place in the room, which is you, which has been you for a while now. The hands gone warm and heavy some time ago, you may notice, without you tending them. That's how the whole thing goes from here, without you tending it. The feet warm, the long muscles of the legs poured out, the back given fully to the mattress, every knuckle of the spine down, none of them holding a single degree of arch they don't need. The neck soft. The face empty in the best way, the way a bowl is empty, ready, unworried about what fills it. And if the mind still walks a little, let it walk, but notice it's pacing a smaller room now, and the room is getting smaller, and the walking is getting slower, and soon it's just standing in the middle of one dim thought, swaying a little, and then it sits down in the thought, and then the thought dims too. That's not you doing it. That's the dimmer working on its own, the one that got quiet for a while and is learning its old job again. It's learning fast tonight. You can hear it in these very words. how they matter less than they did, how they're becoming just sound with a warm shape, which is all they ever needed to be. Sound with a warm shape, riding a slow breath in a dark room where a body is healing on schedule. That's the whole scene, that's everything that's happening, and it's enough. It's more than enough, it's the exact set of conditions the body has been waiting for, the full green light, and every system that reads that light is reading it now. The heart slowing to its night pace, the blood warming the skin because there's nothing to brace for, the breath down in its deep groove, and behind the eyes, the tide gathering that carries a person out. You can feel its pull already, that pleasant undertow at the edges of thinking, taking a word here, a word there, blurring the line where you end and the warmth begins. Let it take the words, let it take these too. You're safe to go, that's the thing underneath everything, said Plain. Once you're safe to go, nothing about tonight requires you awake. The dreams, if they come, run themselves and end themselves. The body runs itself and mends itself. The night runs itself, and it's run flawlessly for longer than there have been minds to worry inside it. You are held by an old, competent dark. The same one that's held every sleeper who ever quit anything and lay here like this, aching for rest and closer to it than they knew. They found it. Nights just like this one, they found it, mid-breath, mid-thought, when they finally stopped watching for it. It comes when the watching stops. So let the watching stop. You can feel it stopping, the last light in the last window, going amber, going ember, going out. And down again, one more notch, soft as anything. The breath barely a ripple now. The body, a warm continent, all its cities asleep. The mind, a coastline heard from far off, waves, maybe, or just the memory of waves. It's hard to tell, and it doesn't matter, and how good it is that it doesn't matter, that anything can be either thing now, waves or memory, word or warmth, and it all just rocks the same slow direction. If you drift and return, drift again. The door swings free both ways all night, no latch, no cost. If a bright dream lifts you and sets you back down your back, that's fine. It was the mending, breathe long once, and let the same tide have you again. It knows you now. It'll come quicker each time. That's how this goes, later tonight and this week and the weeks after, the returns get quicker. The tide learns the shape of you. The machinery remembers more of its old fluency every single night. Until one night not far from now it's simply seamless again, and you won't even notice, because you'll be asleep, ordinarily, easily asleep, the way it was always supposed to be, the way it's already becoming, the way it's practicing right now, this minute, with your eyes closed and the room dark and the breath long and nobody, anywhere, keeping score. Warm and heavier still. The exhale longer than seems possible and still ending softly, like everything true. The pause after it, wide and kind. And whatever is left of listening in you, let it lie down too, inside the sound, the way a child lies down in the back seat, trusting the road, trusting the driver, letting the low hum and the dark windows do what they've always done. No destination to track. Being carried is the whole of it. Being carried is enough, it was always enough, and the carrying goes on whether the child sleeps or not, so the child sleeps. The room holds. The bed holds. The night holds, wide and old and unhurried, with hours and hours still in its hands, all of them yours, none of them owed to anyone. And under it all, faithful as ever, the breath in, a small soft gathering, and out, long the body's oldest sentence, said again, and meaning what it always means, stand down, all's well, stand down. Somewhere below the breath, the healing, going on without you. Somewhere below the healing, the deep floor of the night, rising slowly to meet you, soft as it is, dark as it is, sure as it is. and you lowering toward it through the warm layers, nothing gripping, nothing left behind that matters, nothing ahead that needs you yet, just the slow, sweet giving of weight to a night that wants it, breath by breath, fainter, further, the words thinning now to almost nothing, the way they should, and the almost nothing, warm, and the warm, enough. In and out. The body, done for the day, and glad of it. The mind, a last few embers, banked and dimming, harmless. The night taking over now, gathering the whole of it up gently, the breath, the weight, the mending, the small far murmur of these words. Holding all of it the way still water holds the dark, and the dark, deepening, and the deepening, soft. And the soft, yours. Nothing to do with any of this but receive it. The way the ground receives rain without effort, without deciding to, just by being there and being open and being low. You are allowed to be low now. You are allowed to be the lowest thing in the room, the heaviest, the stillest, the one thing that has nowhere further to go. Everything else in the world is still moving somewhere, cars on far roads, wind at some height above the roof, other people's lights going on and off in other rooms. And none of it needs you, and none of it is yours tonight. Yours is only this, the warm hollow the body has pressed into the bed, the slow trade of air, the small private dark behind the eyes where nothing is asked and nothing is owed. Let the jaw be loose again. It gathers itself back sometimes without asking, that's all right, just let it go again. Let the teeth part a little, let the tongue lie soft. Let the small muscles around the eyes give up their last fine work. They've been reading the dark, and there's nothing written there, and they can stop. The forehead smooth not because you smoothed it, but because there is nothing left for it to hold. The scalp loosening its quiet grip. The whole head heavy on the pillow the way a stone is heavy in a riverbed. Settled, sunken to exactly its place, and the current of the night just moving over it, and around it, and on. And the breath underneath everything still keeping its faithful time. In small, easy, taking only what it needs. And out, long, longer spending it all, holding nothing back, because there is nothing to hold it back for. Each long exhale telling the body in the body's own first language that the watch is over, that the door is locked and the fire is banked and the night is safe enough to sleep in. And the body believes the breath. It always has. It believed the breath before you had words, and it believes it now beneath the words. So the words can get lazy and vague and half-heard, and it changes nothing. The breath goes on saying the true thing, and the body goes on believing it all night, with or without you. If a thought drifts through, let it be weather, not yours to fix, not yours to follow. Thoughts at this hour are just the mind's loose ends lifting a little in the last of its own windy tomorrow, a face, a thing half remembered, a worry with no edges. Let each one cross the sky of you and go. You don't have to finish them. Unfinished is the natural state of thoughts at night. They are meant to be set down half done, the way tools are set down at dusk, right where they are, trusting that morning knows where everything is. Morning does. Morning will pick everything up in better light with steadier hands. That was never tonight's work. Tonight's work, and it is barely work at all, is only this slow sinking, this warm arithmetic of weight, this long unhurried spending of breath. And beneath it quietly the other thing, the mending, still going. It doesn't pause when your attention leaves it. It doesn't need to be watched or helped or believed in. Somewhere in the dark machinery, patient as roots, the old sleep systems are coming back online, finding their levels, remembering their timing, running their small repairs. This night is part of it. This exact hour is part of it. Even the wakeful stretches are part of it. The machinery calibrating, overshooting, correcting, learning its own strength again after a long time of not being needed. For most people, the roughest of it passes sooner than they feared, and every night, easy or hard, lands on the same side of the ledger. Further along, always further along. You could not undo that now if you tried, and you are not trying, and you don't have to try, you only have to lie here warm while it happens. That's the whole of your share. Lying here is the contribution. Being heavy is the contribution. You are making it right now, perfectly, without effort, and you'll go on making it in your sleep. And if sleep brings a dream tonight, let it be bright, let it be strange, let it be more vivid than any dream has been in years. That vividness is not a warning and not a malfunction. It's the sound of a door long shut being opened again and used hard by a brain with a lot of dreaming saved up. The dream channel turned back up after a long quiet. Many find the second week is the loudest of it, and then it eases. The debt gets paid down night by night, and the dreams settle back toward ordinary. Until then, if one comes, you can just watch. You don't owe a dream anything, not belief, not fear, not interpretation. It's the healing wearing pictures. And if somewhere inside one, a small part of you goes quiet and clear and notices, this is a dream, then that's yours too. A strange, small gift the recalibrating brain leaves on the doorstep some nights. You can look around if you like, or not. Either way, no dream at this address means harm. The house is doing renovations at night, that's all, and the noise of it is proof of the work. And if a dream lifts you all the way out, if you surface, heart quick, sheets warm, the images still draining away, then you already know the way back because you're on it now, nothing to fix. Nothing went wrong, you're back, that's fine, the body is still heavy, the bed hasn't moved, the night has hours and hours left in its hands. One long breath out, then another. Let the heart slow at its own pace. It will, it always does. It's just finishing the last of the dream's weather. And then this same tide, this same slow lowering. It takes you again quicker each time, because now it knows the way, and so do you. Warm now, warmer than before. The kind of warmth that isn't coming from anywhere anymore, not the blanket, not the room, just the body's own low fire, banked for the night, breathing heat out through the heavy places. The back warm against the bed. The legs warm along their whole length, too heavy to move with no reason to move, resting the way fallen things rest, fully, finally, without a plan. The arms warm and slack, the hands half open, holding the nothing they were always meant to hold at this hour. Feel how the warmth and the weight are becoming the same thing, one slow, spreading yes, moving through you at the speed of syrup, downward, always downward, pooling where the body meets the bed until the line between them softens, until you are not sure and do not care where you end and the holding begins. In and out, long and soft at the end, like everything true. The night is not waiting for you to sleep. That's worth hearing once more slow. There is no threshold you must reach, no gate the night is standing at, checking. The night doesn't check. It just goes on being wide and dark and old, and you are already inside it, already carried, already counted among the sleeping things, whether the last light in you has gone out yet or not. Fields are inside it. Roads are inside it. Whole cities of sleepers, turned each their own way in the dark, breathing their own slow breath, and you among them, one more warm shape the night is keeping. There is nothing you can fail at here. Resting with the eyes closed is already most of it. The body harvests rest from stillness alone, hour by hour, and banks it, so even the slow nights feed you, even this one, especially this one. Let the breath get smaller now if it wants to. It doesn't need to be deep anymore. Deep was for earlier, for the settling. Now it can be shallow and slow and light, the way sleep breathes, barely lifting, barely falling, a small tide in a small bay sheltered out of the wind. You don't have to breathe well. You don't have to breathe any particular way at all. The body has done this every night of your life, through everything, and it has never once needed instructions, so let the last instructions go. Let the breath be nobody's. Watch it, if watching is still happening, the way you'd watch rain from inside a warm room. No stake in it, no part to play, just the soft fact of it going on. Somewhere the mind is still murmuring, maybe, that's all right. It murmurs itself to sleep the way children do half words, trailing off, starting up smaller. You don't have to quiet it. Quieting it is one more job, and there are no more jobs. Just let the murmur get further away, let it become like a radio in another room, tuned to a station that's ending its broadcast for the night. The voices getting gentler, the gaps getting longer, and you not following any of it anymore, just letting the sound be sound, warm, meaningless, kind. These words the same. Let them be sound. They were always mostly sound, mostly rhythm, mostly the low proof that you're not alone in the dark, and they'll go on a while yet, softer and softer, needing nothing from you, glad to be half heard. Half heard is their favorite way to be heard. Heavy and warm and held. The mattress has taken the full print of you now. Every region signed over: feet, legs, the wide trusting weight of the hips, the long release of the back, shoulders, arms, hands, the heavy settled stone of the head. Nothing left suspended, nothing left braced. If you went looking for tension now, you'd have to hunt for it, and the hunting itself would be work. So don't, just let the whole warm map of you lie as it lies, finished, complete, a day's body fully set down at last. There's a particular sweetness right here, at the very bottom of the letting go, the body's own quiet gladness at being done. Let yourself have it. You've earned it in the oldest, simplest way, by getting through the day and lying down. And the ledger once more faintly, because it's good news, and good news bears repeating in the dark tonight, goes on the mending side. It's already there. Nothing that happens between now and morning can move it. Sleep soon, sleep late, wake once, wake twice, dream wild or not at all, the night still counts. The curve still bends the way it bends. The machinery still gets its hours of practice at being itself again. For most people, the nights come back sooner than they dared hope. And while they're coming back, every single one of these dark, patient hours is doing its share. You are not waiting for the healing, you are in it. This is what it feels like from the inside, ordinary, unglamorous, a person breathing slowly in a dark room, and underneath, everything slowly being restored. In and out, longer, gone soft at the end. Let the listening get sleepy now too. It's been faithful, the listening, it can start to nod. Words can arrive half-made from here on and blur and run together warm and mean only the one thing all of them have meant all night: safe, held later, sleep. If whole stretches go missing, good, that's the drift doing what the drift does, carrying pieces of you off ahead of the rest. Let them go. They know where they're going. The rest of you will follow at its own pace, breath by breath, down the same warm slope. No hurry, no order, no roll call at the bottom. The bottom is soft. The bottom is where the body has been headed since it first lay down, and it's close now. You can feel it the way you feel a landing through the last few stairs in the dark, near and sure, and nothing to fear. The room holds its stillness around you like held breath that never needs releasing. The dark lies against the windows, easy, patient. The small sounds of the house have all found their places. Everything creaks itself quiet eventually. Everything settles, and it has, and it's done. Whatever hour it is, it's the night's business, not yours. The night keeps its own books. It has kept them for longer than anyone, and it has never once lost a sleeper in the dark. It sets every single one down at morning, gently on the far shore, rested by whatever amount the night could give, and it will set you down there too in a while, a long soft while from now, but that's the night's errand, away off at the edge of things, and nothing you need to think toward. Between here and there is only this: warmth, weight, the small tide of the breath, and the slow, sweet, bottomless lowering. Lower then, there's room. The body says yes by getting heavier, and it is, the pull under everything drawing you down another fraction, and another, each exhale a little further into the warm, the way evening comes, not in steps but in one long continuous deepening you only notice afterward, when the dark is complete and kind, and you can't say when it happened. It's happening now. You don't have to feel it happening. It happens best unfelt. The loosening of the last held threads, the mind's grip going the way a hand goes in sleep, finger by finger, without ever deciding to, until what it was holding just rests in the open palm and then isn't held at all, and nothing falls, because everything was already lying on something. Everything is already lying on something. You on the bed on the floor on the old quiet ground. The whole warm stack of it held all the way down, so that nothing at any level is doing any work, least of all you, least of all now. If the dream world is already sending its first scouts, the loose images, the half-thoughts that turn strange at the edges, faces that belong to no one, words that dissolve when you look straight at them, let them come. That's the border country, and you're meant to wander in it without papers. Nothing there needs sorting. Strange is the local language, and you can let it wash by untranslated. It's the dreaming warming up, the healing clearing its throat, friendly, all of it, however odd its manners. You can drift into it and out of it a dozen times, and every crossing is free. And one of these crossings, soon, you just won't come back from, and that will be sleep. And it will have taken you without a seam, the way it used to, the way it's learning to again, the way it is, even now, this very breath learning. In small and soft, and out long and softer. The warmth everywhere now without edges, the weight total and totally welcome, the breath small and slow and nobody's, the night wide around the bed, going on and on in every direction, all of it calm, all of it patient, all of it yours without your asking, and these words growing sparse in it, thinning like the last of a warm rain further apart, lighter, less and less to them, because less and less is needed, the body already knowing everything the words were for. The dark already doing everything the dark does, and you, nearly all the way down now, resting in the deep warm middle of it, carried, kept, nothing to hold, nothing to finish, only the slow breath, and the soft dark, and the mending going on beneath you like a river under ice, quiet, certain, unhurried. And the quiet deepening, and the deep kind. Let even the trying not to try go now, the last, thinnest layer, the one that watches the drift and hopes it's working. It's working. It doesn't need the watcher. Let the watcher lie back too into the same warmth, one more tired part of you finally off duty, and then there's nothing standing between the night and the whole of you, no keeper, no counter, no doorman at the edge of sleepy, just the open dark, and the slow tide, and a body that remembers, more with every breath, exactly how this is done. Warm, heavy, held, and the breath goes out again, long and low, and somewhere in the length of it the night leans nearer, and the words step back a little further, glad of the dark, glad of the quiet, glad most of all of the slow, settled weight of you, and what needs saying now is almost nothing, and the almost nothing says itself, all's well, further along, sleep is coming to meet you, and the meeting place is soft, and near, and already half arrived. In and out long. And the pause after, wide and kind, resting there a while, in no hurry to be anything else, the body full of sand and warmth, the mind down to embers, the ember light easy on the inside of the eyes, and beneath it all the old floor of the night, closer now, rising slow to hold what the bed has been holding, and everything getting simpler as it rises, breath, warmth, darky, breath, warmth, dark, until simple is all there is, and simple is enough, and the enough is soft, and the soft goes on. And the soft goes on breath by breath, asking nothing, keeping everything. There is a kind of rest that begins before sleep does. You're in it now. The body stopped waiting a while ago, somewhere back in all that warmth it set the waiting down, the way a hand sets down something it forgot it was carrying, and now it simply lies here, doing the one old thing it has always known how to do at night, filling with breath, emptying of breath, growing heavy on the out-breath, heavier, and letting the heaviness be the whole story. You don't have to follow these words anymore. They'll go on a little while, quiet in the dark, and they don't need following. They're like a low fire in the next room. You know it's there, you don't have to tend it. If a sentence arrives and half of it slips past you, that's the drift doing its work, let it slip. If whole stretches go by unheard, better still. The words were only ever a hand on the shoulder, and the hand gets lighter now and lighter. In soft, small, easy. And out, long, longer than the in, and slower at the end than at the beginning. And in the last of it, the letting go that no one has to do on purpose. That long exhale is still speaking the old language to the body, stand down, all's well, and the body is answering now without being asked. You can feel the answer. It's the weight, it's the warmth, it's the way the mattress and the body have stopped being two separate facts and become one slow, settled thing in the dark. And underneath it all, the mending goes on. You don't have to think about it anymore tonight, but it's a good thing to fall asleep on top of, so let it be there under everything like ground. Every hour of this night is doing its quiet work. The machinery waking back up, the dreaming coming home. Nothing about tonight is wasted, however it goes, rest counts, drift counts, even this, right now, counts. Further along by morning than you were at dusk. That's not something you have to make happen. It's happening. And if somewhere in the small hours a dream comes, vivid, strange, loud with color you can't see and logic that won't hold still, you already know what it is. It's the healing out doing its rounds. You can watch it the way you'd watch weather from indoors, interested, unbothered, warm. And if some small part of you notices inside it that it is a dream, you can look around, or not. It's yours either way. Nothing there can bill you for the visit. But that's later, if at all. Now there is only this. The breath going out. The weight going down. The warmth going everywhere. Feel the heaviness one more slow time, not as a list, just as a single settling the head, given entirely to the pillow, every ounce of it. The jaw loose, the tongue resting low and easy, the shoulders melted off their posts, the arms laid down like they're done for a season, the back, the long of it, printed softly into the bed, the hips, sunk the legs, poured out the feet, far away and warm and finished. All of it one weight now, one warmth. One slow breathing thing that the night has agreed to hold until morning. And the night is good at holding. It has held everything always. It holds the house, the street, the sleeping and the nearly sleeping. It holds you now with the same unbothered ease, no effort in it anywhere, the way deep water holds whatever lies down on it. You don't keep yourself afloat here, you are floated. So let the last few tasks dissolve, if any are still flickering. There's nothing to check, nothing to solve tonight, nothing to remember on purpose. The morning knows its own business and will handle it in the morning's light with the morning's mind, a mind that will be a little more rested than tonight's, a little further along the curve, a little more its own. Leave the morning its work. The night's work is only this, and you're already doing it. In barely anything. And out long and gones. The thoughts, if any are left, are small now, slow fish in dark water, drifting by without names. You don't have to catch them, you don't even have to watch them. Let them swim where they like. The water doesn't mind the fish, and the fish don't trouble the water, and you are the water now, more than anything else, wide, dark, calm, unhurried, rocked a little by the breath, and settling between the rocks. Somewhere the body just got heavier again. You may have felt it, that small step down, like a stair in the dark taken without stumbling. There will be a few more of those. Each one is the night receiving a little more of you. You don't have to notice them, you don't have to count them. They come on their own, and each one is soft, and each one is down, and down is where sleep is. Warm, heavy, held. That's the whole of it now. 3 words, and even they are getting sleepy. Warm everywhere the weight is, and the weight is everywhere. Heavy beyond lifting, beyond wanting to lift. Held by the bed, by the dark, by the slow, patient going on of the night. And the breath keeps its own time now. You gave it back a while ago, and it took up its old work gladly, small tide, in and out, needing no keeper. Every out-breath a little deeper into the warm, every pause a little wider, every in-breath smaller, like the body is learning how little it needs when nothing is asked of it, and nothing is asked of it, and nothing will be for hours and hours, long, dark, mending hours that belong entirely to rest. The words are thinning again now. You can hear it, more dark between them, more quiet around them, and the quiet isn't empty, it's full, full the way a held breath is full, except nothing here is held, full the way deep water is full, and you can rest your whole weight on it. Let the eyes soften behind the lids. They've been soft a long while, softer still, the small muscles around them going slack, the last flickers settling like dust in still air. Let the breath go out, and don't hurry the next one. There's time, there's nothing but time, all of it dark, all of it kind. And drift. The mending going on below, river under ice. The curve doing its slow good work, no help needed. The dreams, if they come, only the healing, only weather, only yours. And you almost gone now, almost all the way down, and the down is soft. Nothing to do, nothing to finish, nothing to hold. Just this breath, and the one after, each a little lower, each a little further from shore. The night has you, it had you all along, really, you were only checking. You can stop checking. The hands can be empty, the mind can be empty. The dark fills whatever empties, and what it fills with is rest. Warm, heavy, held, and the breath goes out again, long and low, and somewhere in it, another stare down, taken soft, taken easy, and the words fewer on the far side of it, smaller, slower. You may still hear them, you may not, both are right. If you hear them, let them be far away, someone keeping a small light on in another room, no reason to go see. If you don't hear them, then you're already where all of this was pointed, and nothing more needs saying to you at all. Sleep is close now. You can feel how close by how little anything matters, how the last few thoughts won't hold their shape, how the border has gone soft and wide and friendly. Strange little half-dreams may already be starting at the edges, small and harmless, the dreaming warming up, let them. Walk into them and out of them. No papers needed. One of these times you won't walk back, and that's the whole idea, and it will be as easy as this breath. This one, going out, long and low, and letting go at the end without being told. And the body sinks the last soft distance, and the warmth closes over, gentle as anything. And the night takes the weight, all of it, gladly. Further along, that's what tonight is, whatever else it is, further along. And all's well. Truly. All of it. Well. The breath, small and slow, and nobody's now. The dark, wide and warm and patient. The mending, quiet underneath, going on and on. And you, deep in the middle of it, carried. Kept. Resting. Let go of the words now. They're finished with their work and glad of it. They'll fade here in the warm dark, the way footsteps fade down a long hallway, softer and softer, and the quiet that follows them isn't absence, it's the night itself, leaning close, taking over. In and out, long and slow, and gone, heavy, warm, held, drifting now, down and down, soft, The night can take it from here. Sleep is already here. Rest now. Rest.